Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. What I want to do first before we get started on this review is give my congratulations out to Christopher Burton. He was a recent Notification Squad winner who was the first to say first in one of my recent videos. If you want to be a Notification Squad winner, all you got to do is be the first to say first in one of my videos. What I got for you today is a review of the WPL C14 truck. It's called Hercules, I believe. Yeah, Hercules. It's a four-wheel drive truck. It actually is four-wheel drive. It has a drive shaft going to the front and back, universal drive shaft that runs all four of these wheels off of this one motor here. It is suspension on the front and on the back through these shocks. Actually, there's springs inside there, and that provides a suspension similar in the front. With a suspension system, and there's its single brushed motor. I don't know if, let's see, get the sun on there in there so you can see it, but there is a brushed motor in there that provides power to these wheels via, again, this universal drive shaft here. It has a servo in the front, but it's not really a proportional servo. It's either right or left, okay? So you give it a, I wouldn't even call that a servo, although I guess you could install a servo in here. But again, it's either full right or full left with this version of the CL14 or the C14. There is a kit version of this out that you can actually install your own servo in there, a real servo, instead of this. But the ready-to-drive version is comes with this non-proportional steering, in other words. Overall, the thing looks really, really nice. It has metal plate there, metal plate down here. You know, it's nicely constructed with this metal plate here, although I don't think you're going to be really needing metal plate because this ain't really going to be doing jumps and high-speed crashes. This is a crawler, in other words, although it does have a lot of clearance to do that crawling. And that's what we're going to be doing today, see how well it crawls. But again, look at the detail of this thing. Most of these components you have to glue on yourself, okay? That's what I did. Actually, I didn't use much glue. I just snapped them in there, most of them. I did glue this one on, but all these details, we'll see this one here? I didn't glue that one on, nor the the mirrors on the side. Those are just plugged in. But all these details you have to put on yourself. In other words, it does have front lighting. It actually looks pretty nice at night. You know, you do have LED lights in the front. But, you know, it's like a semi-scale. It is a toy grade. This is not a hobby grade, but it is a toy grade four-wheel drive car for, new drivers who want to try rock crawling. And that's what we're going to do today. Actually, we're going to do manure pile crawling to see how it performs over there. So, hope you enjoy. Oh, before we go into that, let me show you the controller. This is its controller. Simple on-off switch. LED light to tell you it's on and off. Forward and back. And this is your controls. Again, it's not proportional. You give it a little, and it's going to turn full right or turn full left. So you got to keep that in mind. Little bits of jerky movement on the steering wheel will go a long way. So let's go over to the manure pile, the open field over here, and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this drive. And let's drive over to the manure pile first. Let's see if we can climb over this lip here. Okay, turning the on-off switch to on. There is an on-off switch on the bottom. I forgot to mention, and forgot to show you too before we do that. This is its battery. It is a 6-volt nickel cadmium battery, folks. I'm starting to see these showing up a lot. Nickel cadmium can take a long time to charge, but it gives you a long drive time. So that's the disadvantage and advantage of nickel cadmium. Okay, we're turned on, and that's full speed, going uphill. Notice the turning. It's not proportional. Where might I have a chance to try to crawl over this thing? Let's find out. Well, oh my God. Well, I'll give you this. It is a good crawler. It crawled over that lip quite easily. Same with that. Actually, I'm surprised. Let's try it again. It is actually a good crawler, which surprises the heck out of me. See if I can get it to go. Come on, you can do it. You almost got it. Almost. Okay, let's try that side. It crawled over that lip. Okay then. Well, it really is a crawler. I didn't think it would be, but it does it. That universal drive shaft seems to work very well. And these tires got a lot of grip on them. So it works well in that regard. Let's see how well it works in dirt though. Well, it's quite fragrant. So I'm assuming this probably does have a lot of manure in it. But that's okay. We're going to crawl. Well, I don't know about making it over up that hill. That's about it, folks. It ain't going to make it up that manure pile. And there it goes, rolled over. And my battery pack came out. Let's plop the battery pack back into the back. And we'll try someplace else to drive this. While we're going over to this other area where I'm going to drive this, I want to show you this drive shaft. But see how it works, folks? Universal drive shaft, all driven by that one motor. Supposedly, this motor, you know, you can drive this through puddles, just I wouldn't go deep enough where that motor is submerged. So you got about 1.5 inches of puddle that you can go without probably worrying too much, without submerging that motor. But that's how it works. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, we have some real rocks over here. Let's see how it works rock climbing, rock crawling. Okay. Gonna come out of there. Going back, it doesn't really want to go too quickly going backwards. Going forward, it does okay. Got hung up on that rock. But again, it is toy grade. You know, this is not hobby grade by any means. Even the kit version, I guess, you know, you can put your own servos in there. But in that case, you know, the kit version, I wouldn't call it hobby grade either. You know, this is more a beginner's toy. Let's turn around and come back up that hill there. But again, you know, there's no proportional steering on this. Can't make it up that hill. Nah, not quite. That motor just doesn't have the pep to go up there. How about over here? I crawled over that. Here's a test at if I can. No, ain't gonna make it over there. Ain't gonna make it on that. I'm trying to get it to go over this. You need a bigger car, bigger wheels to go over that obstacle. So this is the C14 from WPL. Try this one. Turn it around, backing it up, turn it around. Nope, didn't make it over. Well, it flipped over. Kind of made it over until it flipped. A little semi-scale truck. It looks really cool. But, you know, there have been a bunch of these little semi-scale trucks come out. There's like military trucks from China. That battery's probably getting weak here. That have been coming out. But I got a feeling most of them are this kind of drive system. Non-proportional steering. Well, it works, you know. Considering it's a rock crawler and you're going slow, that type of steering you really don't need full proportional steering because you're going slow. It's sufficient. It's working well. Oops, stuck. So I'm gonna about call it quits here because I think that NiCAD's starting to get low. I didn't fully charge it. You know, the thing about NiCADs is, although they give you a long drive, they can give you a long drive time, they can take forever to charge, hours. So the good and bad of NiCADs, they're cheap. The bad, they take forever to charge. So this is its top speed, folks. Again, keep in mind it's a rock crawler. It is not a racer. Let's go over the lip and head back, up and over. Went back where my wife and dog are waiting. Oh, by the way, this thing's tilting to the left. I can adjust that steering trim just a little bit to the right. That's too much. Just a little bit to the right. Okay, that should be good. That's better. So, actually a really cool looking car. You know, it goes at this speed. This would be something you might want to attach a FPV camera to, you know, for exploration driving. But that NiCAD's about dead. And it's okay, you know, lipos, you don't want to run them till they're dead. That's another thing about NiCADs. You can run them till you're dead. In fact, it's preferred that you run them to use up all the power, because they can build up a memory with repeated use if you don't fully discharge them. So I am going to run it a little bit longer, and it's getting weak now. So I think that should be enough. We'll call it quits here. Bringing her down here. So, the C14 from WPL. Cool looking car. It really is cool looking. But you know, it's not really hobby grade. It is at its price level. You shouldn't expect it to be hobby grade, because it's not. You know, it is a toy. So hope you enjoyed this drive. This is Quadcopter 101. Signing out.